Hello everyone. Today I am here with another very important topic, that is lumpy skin disease. There are several reports saying that more than 75,000 of the cattle have been killed by the virus within a span of 1 month across the India. And the virus has been spread to the more than 10 states and union territories. The worst affected states include the Rajasthan and Maharashtra. So, in this video, we will be discussing the etiology, transmission, epidemiological status, the clinical signs, and the pathogenesis, and whether the disease is genetic or not a genetic disease, and the milk is safe enough to consume by the human being, and what is the economic implication of the disease, and what are the recommendations given by the food and agriculture organizations, what is the status of vaccine production going on in the country. When it comes to the etiology of the disease is caused by the lumpy skin disease virus, which belong to the genus of Capripox and the family of Poxviridae. So, the genus lumpy skin disease virus is antigenically similarity with the sheep pox virus and goat pox virus. So, because of this specific characteristic feature of the virus, currently the government of India supplying the vaccines of goat pox virus to immunize the animals which are affected with the lumpy skin disease virus. So, now when it comes to the transmission of the disease, there are mainly two factors are there. The first one is this disease is a vector-borne disease, which means the disease or the infective agent get transmitted from the affected animal to the non-affected animal by the role of vectors. So vectors such as mosquitoes, fleas, and ticks are play a major role in transmission of the disease. And the another factor is that there are the reports of United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization says that the affected animal will shed the virus through the oral and nasal secretions. So whenever the non-affected animals will be consuming the affected feed and water through the shedding of the virus via oral and nasal secretion, that may be a reason of direct entry of the virus into the body and leading to the infection inside the body. Now let us look at the epidemiology of the disease. The disease, first outbreak of the disease has been seen in the Zambia in the year of 1929, and the country which is located in Africa. From that area, the disease has been started spreading across the globe, from Africa to the West Asia, from the West Asia, Southern Europe, and from that it entered the Asia, specifically in the Central Asia and then South Asia. In South Asia, in the China, in the year of 2019, there has been a reported outbreak, and from that China, there is a outbreak in the July 2019 in Bangladesh, and there has been an import and export of the animals between Bangladesh and India. India will be going on, and in the July 2019 outbreak in the Bangladesh has been seen, and next month in the same year the outbreak in India has been seen. And on the same year of 2019, after June, July, and August, the disease get subsided. Then again this year, in the months of September and October, the outbreak has been noticed in the country. Now let us look at the clinical signs of the lumpy skin disease. The main important one is that there are the characteristic round, circumcised, and swollen, painful lumps all over the body will be noticed. And of course, there is a high fever and reduced milk yield. Depression will be there, and the rhinitis and conjunctivitis will be seen, and swollen lymph nodes with excessive accumulation of fluid at the region of submandibular region and the ventral aspect of the neck part, and there will be accumulation of fluid will be there, and enlarged lymph nodes will be noticed. And the cutaneous nodules, those are like the lumps, and they are ranging between 2 to 5 centimeter in diameter, and it also affects the reproductive status of the animal, so which is another economic implication of the disease, and thereby animal going into infertile, and abortion will be there. These are the clinical signs of lumpy skin disease, and the incubation period ranges between 4 days to 14 days, and morbidity rate is between 10 to 45, and the mortality rate ranges from 1 to 5%. But currently the outbreak in India, reports are saying that the current outbreak is around more than 10. So this is the pictorial depiction of the transmission of the infective agent from infected animal to the non-infected animal. The vectors carry the virus, and they will bite the healthy animal. From the healthy animals, it will get transmitted to the other other animals which are around the herd through the roll up vectors, and also by direct contact with the contaminated feed and water. Now let us come to whether the disease is zoonotic or it is not a zoonotic disease. So it is not a zoonotic disease, so a big relief for the whole mankind. And the question arises whether the products derived from the animal, they are safe to consume or not. Therefore there are several reports saying that there has been not a, it is not possible to ascertain the presence of viable infections in the infections of lumpy skin disease virus in the milk. So till now currently we can ensure that the milk is safe to consume from the affected animal. And even the food and agriculture organization says that whatever the milk, the majority of the milk will be processed and via pasteurization or boiling, or it will be dried to the powder. So during this process the virus will get inactivated or destroyed, so there is nothing harm will be there to consume the milk which is derived from the affected animal. So now let us look at the what are the economic implications of the disease on the country. So the Food and Agriculture Organization and World Organization for Animal Health says that there will be reduced milk production that will affect the milk industry, and the poor growth of the animal will be there. So the meat production will be reduced, and the drought power capacity of the animal will be reduced in the field. So and there has been reports saying that this virus will affect the reproductive system also. Therefore, reducing the reproductive so there will be reproductive problems will be there, such as abortion and infertility will be there. So and also even many states are putting restrictions on the movement and the trade of the animals. So these things will collectively have a very drastic effect on the economic aspects. India is the largest milk producer in the world, and around 210 million tons of milk will be produced annually. So we need to take very major preventive and control measures. So as per the Food and Agriculture Organization, suggestion says that more than 80% vaccination coverage will be beneficial and must for the prevention of the spreading of the disease, and moment control of the animals will be carried on, and strict quarantine measures for the animals which are importing from the other countries, and implementing biosecurity, which is very utmost important in the controlling aspect of the disease, where we can sanitize the shed and by using insecticides and other insecticides and mosquito repellents. Now the one most important aspect is that the stakeholders of the disease, the role of veterinarians will be very major in this control and prevention aspect of the disease. Now let us look at the vaccine production status in the country. Ministry of Fisheries and Animal Husbandry and Dairying informed that goat was vaccine is very effective to treat the cattle which are affected with the lumpy skin disease, and the ministry has released that more than 97 lakh doses of vaccines have been administered already, and it has given guidelines to restrict the movement of the affected animals. And even ICAR and Indian Council of Agriculture Research and the Ministry of Agriculture have developed an indigenous vaccine for the lumpy skin disease, and they will try to commercialize and roll out in the market in the next 3 to 4 months. And this is about the status of the vaccine production in the country. Finally, I'll end this video by saying that it is our fundamental duty to ensure the well-being of animals and other creatures which are surrounding us, and the stakeholders like the veterinarians, paravets, farmers, research organizations, governments, they all have to work in coordinately to control this problem. Thank you.